If you feel wired, tired, anxious, or like your body will never fully relax, your hormones actually might not be the first place you want to look. Hormonal imbalance isn't usually a problem with the hormones first. It's actually a stress regulation problem. When your body stays in survival mode and hormones like cortisol stay elevated, your body prioritizes immediate safety over long-term repair and hormonal balance. And this is why so many people can feel stuck in cycles of fatigue, anxiety, dysregulated sleep, and hormonal symptoms that seem unrelated to each other, but all share the same root. So in this short yin yoga practice for stress and stress regulation, we'll work with the kidney and bladder meridians from Chinese medicine to calm the nervous system and create a strong baseline for the hormonal system. So let's get started. For this practice, have a couple big cushions handy, a couple smaller cushions handy, and just work with what you need through the practice. So we're going to begin by coming into Sphinx pose. So we're going to come onto the belly, and let's have a small cushion out on the mat. So you want to get this cushion tucked up underneath your lower ribs and have your forearms out in front of the cushion. So the elbows are underneath your shoulders, maybe just ahead of the shoulders, a tiny bit. So you're perched up on the forearms. So I notice teaching people this, that their elbows might be out wide, and then you kind of sink into it. The more you get your elbows under the shoulders, the more compression you'll get for your kidneys. And the more you can relax into the posture because you're perched on the bones. And your legs are rested out long, so the heels can drop out to the side. Feel your legs relax, feel your glutes relax. You can even shimmy the hips side to side a little bit, releasing through the lower back. And now begin to release your head down, letting your chin release down toward your chest. So the crown of your head is moving away from the base of the neck. You're creating this opening through the neck, into the scalp, all the way into the forehead and the eyebrows. And then you can slowly move your head side to side. So you're taking one ear to one shoulder, making a big circle with the head, the lower half of the circle. And then you can begin to let your head rest into the center. Maybe you feel some pulse, a pulse in your belly with the compression of the cushion there. Maybe you feel an opening through your neck, through your upper back. Even up around the ears. Feeling space open up between the ears and the shoulders. And here, as we charge the kidneys, we're really charging our deep energy reserves. The kidneys fuel all systems of our body. And here we're just resting into that. It's these deep, still, calm waters within ourselves. And letting go of stress that's held through the back body, through the bladder meridian,
And in doing so, we're regulating the hormonal system naturally by working with the nervous system. And you don't have to understand it intellectually or with your mind. Your job here is simply to release, to allow ease and space in your body. And if sensations become more intense, that's perfectly fine. Knowing will come out of the posture and that you're creating more ease and space for more circulation of your blood, of your lymph, of your fluids, of your breath. Now you can slowly bring your head up and press into your hands enough to take your elbows out and lift up to bring your cushion out to the side and come down into a prone shavasana by taking your fingers together, the elbows out wide, and resting your forehead down onto your fingers. Feeling how much you can let go here. Letting the heels drop out to the side so you relax through your legs. Relax through the glutes, relax through the lower back, your kidneys, and feeling your belly release down through the ground, your breath moving into your belly, maybe moving into your back. And you can bring your head up, bring your hands to both sides of your chest, and draw your elbows in and down, and begin to press into your hands, roll through your spine to come into tabletop. And then just takes any movement that feels good for you here. So you can move through cats and cows. You can circle through the spine. And you can circle through your neck, through your pelvis, through your hips. Just letting yourself move gently. Letting your body guide the movement. And then you can come back to sit on your heels. Now you can come to sit on a small cushion. So have your sit bones perched up on the cushion, your legs are out long from the hips. And we're going to fold forward from here. Now, if you want to take more support, you can take one of your big cushions and tuck it up as far as you want to support your belly, perhaps. That can create more support for your lower back. The further you get it tucked up into you, the more support you're going to have as you fold forward. And then you can use as much support here as you want. So you can take your bigger cushion here, you can take it horizontally, you can bring your forehead down onto that cushion, whatever feels good for you. And let yourself become heavy here. Whatever version of this posture you're in, letting yourself release. Letting your forehead be heavy. The chin can release toward the chest. If you have your forehead rested onto a cushion, then the head just weighs down. And feeling this release through the entire back body. The heavier your head becomes, the deeper your opening through the back line and this connective tissue that runs with the bladder meridian. And where stress tends to be stored the most. And feeling how your breath can move into your back, creating more space into this channel of connective tissue, and through the bladder meridian that can store nervous tension. And really allowing stress to release from your central nervous system. And as you soften into this deep opening, allowing yourself to be gentle with this opening, allowing the opening to happen on its own rather than make it happen, you're also allowing your nervous system to downshift into the parasympathetic nervous system, where healing can happen. So when we get into the sympathetic nervous system, into a stress response, and it doesn't complete, so we remain in the sympathetic nervous system, the adrenals continue to stay activated, the rest of the hormonal system is downregulated. So when the adrenals are turned on, they signal emergency, and the body is concerned about immediate survival, which is more important than digestion or blood sugar stability or metabolism or insulin regulation or reproduction. So here we're coming out of the adrenals to allow the rest of the hormonal system to come back online by anchoring your awareness into your body and into your breath, allowing ease and softness, and this all signaling safety to your nervous system. That allows the adrenals to relax. Now you can slowly bring your head up and come to sit upright, just taking a few breaths here, feeling the space that you've created through your back body and how that creates more space through your spine, more ease through your belly, more ease into your upper body, through your neck and out through the crown of your head. And now let's come into a supported child's pose. So you can take one of your big cushions out long onto your mat and come to sit on your heels at the back of your mat. Your knees are open wide. Now, if this is tight for you through the front of your legs, through the tops of your feet or ankles, you can sit on a small cushion, a couple small cushions, whatever you need to take that pressure out of the front line of your legs. So you want to feel comfortable here before we come into child's pose. And then you can get this cushion up between your legs. We want it to support the belly as we come down onto the cushion. And you can have your bigger cushion here and bring it up as high as you want to bring it up. So you bring your forehead down onto the cushion. Let your arms way down. So you're folded at the elbows are way down into the floor, allowing the shoulder blades to rest away from the spine so your upper back is relaxed. And so here, feeling your back body release and how your breath can move into your back. move into your lower back in particular and around the kidneys, releasing and moving into the pelvic floor, and how that can create a release down through the inner thighs. It's where the kidney meridian runs. And feel how your breath can expand with the diaphragm at the base of your ribs. And that breath can move all the way into your belly, your lower back, and into the pelvic floor. It's creating a massage for these muscles, for your digestive system, and the pelvic organs as well. And all of this signaling safety to your nervous system. And all of this supporting the whole of your hormonal system. Now you can begin to bring your forehead up off of the cushion and come to sit up on your heels. Taking a couple moments here, letting your hands rest onto your knees. Feeling ease in your belly, ease in the pelvis, ease in your lower back. Down through your legs and up through your spine, out through the crown of your head. Ease through the forehead, the eyebrows. Now you can take your cushions out to the side and come onto your back for Shavasana. And for the Shavasana, feel free to bring one of your big cushions or bolster underneath your knees. And you can also use a small cushion underneath your head, so your neck is fully supported. And with the knees underneath the cushion, the knees can fall out to the side, and so you get this release through the pelvis, through the psoas, through the inner thighs, and down through the legs. And let's bring both of the hands onto the lower dantian, so beneath the belly button. And the elbows can still rest onto the floor, so your arms don't have to be engaged. And just feel your breath move in and out of your hands. And feeling this deeper diaphragmatic breathing create a deeper release through your back body, allowing your shoulders to release toward the floor, allowing your lower back to soften even more. Allowing your legs to become even heavier. And all of this signaling safety and calm to your nervous system, allowing your adrenals to relax. And so your hormonal system can relax and naturally smooth out in response. If you notice any shifts in your body, your breath, your nervous system, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. How are you feeling now after that practice? And if you want a deeper guided experience, I've created a free 7-day hormonal meridian reset with short daily practices designed to support stress regulation, nervous system balance, and hormonal health. You can find that link in the description below. And if you enjoy meridian based yoga and holistic practices for emotional and your physical well being, make sure to subscribe so you are sure to receive the practices that I'm sharing every week here. Thanks so much for practicing with me today. I'll see you in the next video.